Hey students, as you no doubt know by now, the AP scores have come out. You're probably excited to see them as I was. And I just want to just remind you guys how proud I am of just all the hard work that you've put in all year with just the craziness that's happened, but also in the classroom. You guys have really stuck through it. Also, I want to just share that I was a little bit shocked with the scores. They were about 20% lower than last year. And the reason that I say that is for a few things. One, I don't want for those who got a low score to feel bad that they were the only ones that got a low score. Keep in mind that some other top performing students also got poor scores, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But also, really just remember that this was a really odd year, and also the test wasn't at its optimum, and so really keep that in mind. But also, I don't want you just simply angry at the test or angry at what's happened nationwide. Also, just remember that your identity is not in a test. I think that our Eastern and Western culture has put so much into standardized testing that we think that one essay in 45 minutes really captures what you've learned all year. But really remember that the class as a whole was good exposure, good rigor. Your GPA proved that you did a great job in the class and really have been rewarded for what you've earned. I also want you guys to remember that your identity is in Christ, in who God says you are. He's seen your past, your present, your future. And so cling to Him instead of being tossed to and fro by who others say you are, who a test says you are. So I really warn against any type of anxiety and feeling of frustration, and just total have humility and perspective that things like this don't always go your way. Also, I want you guys to remember that I'm going to be fighting for you guys. I'm going to be looking at your guys' essays again. I know that for a lot of you, I told you that you wrote a good essay. Maybe I was a little bit optimistic. I did grade about 52 hours worth of essays online during the scoring period. So I do feel like I have a good measure of what they were expecting. So I'll be reaching out to some of you who got low scores that I think that we might be able to make a case that College Board could look at your essay again. I also don't want to give you false hope that the grades will change. I want you, again, to remember that your identity is not in this test. Remember that you have other opportunities in the future. I know that that doesn't mean a lot for colleges because a lot of you guys are hoping to get help with money for colleges. So please know that I'm here for you guys. I want to help you guys. Reach out to me if you guys have any questions or any frustrations, because I want to help you guys. You guys are amazing. I so appreciate this class. It was my most favorite year teaching, and it's so unfortunate that we ended how we did with having to be online, but know that I have your back and that I really appreciate you guys. Thanks.